Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Sunfall Cycle. How's it going? It's nice to see you all. It's nice to be back. All right. Gross.
Hi.
You're all so gross. I don't...
You knew that
Children.
before you asked us to do that.
Children. Boy. Hey, when we're done today... I don't know, Bronze, can you teach me how to, like, use a real camera? For some reason, I'm yellow. I have, like, a yellow tint.
Where
in my...
are you? I was like, What?
I'm at the office right now.
Undisclosed
okay.
location.
But, like, I'm in the
say,
back,
I'm sure
and I got,
Britt
like,
has experience with that with production, but so much of that is lighting, Jesse, not the camera.
I got, like, nice lights. The
It's-
problem
You
is...
want me to come over and help you, Jesse?
I was gonna say
We
it's
can
not about
set
like
it up together.
nice lights. It's about like how much
Where they are.
light
Yeah,
and
where
then
they're-
the color
Imagine.
is too. Yeah.
This...
Imagine not having a professional 3-point lighting setup. Imagine.
I don't have anything professional.
Look.
I've never been a professional in a decade's worth of work. Have I been
I've
a
got a
professional?
3-point lighting setup. One is the ceiling light over here. 2 is a random floor lamp that I've stuck up behind my desk. And 3 is this big window back behind me because backlighting is supposed to be the best thing for cameras.
Can I tell you, I knew I wasn't a professional the minute I watched this guy's video, and it was like, how to do real green screen for your at-home stream setup. And the way he described it was like, he's like, all right, first off, everyone's buying the lights in front. There's your problem. This is what you need to do in order to have a real green screen look. And he's like, first, you want to get those front lights. That's how you do it. But also, then he flips around his chair, and he's like, go out and buy a little tiny light pack and then stick it on the back of your chair. And I was like, this bitch. I was like,
Light on the
Yeah,
back.
it gets rid of the shadow.
The shadow.
Yeah.
Come on, Jesse.
Here's the thing.
Keep up with the
I've
rest of
never cared and never will care about. That is the lamest shit I've ever. If that is like your vibe, bless you. That's awesome. You're a better streamer than I'll ever be. But I swear to God, nobody watching you cares. Nobody watching you cares.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
just big little light trying to sell you little shitty lights. Nobody
Big
cares.
little light.
Yeah.
I've seen some
Yeah.
jank ass setups and people
Listen.
like 30,000 people watching them. Meanwhile, there are people who have like
Yeah.
the best setup in the background. They're fucking neon lights and they have like a whole stage set behind them. And I'm like, bless the 16 people
Yeah.
watching you must really like that shit. Like it's
Apex gun
I mean,
cosplay
unnecessary.
It's
display on
not
the
why
wall.
people watch streams, right?
Yes.
Like your audio is infinitely more important than your video is because a majority, like when I switched away from like the green screen setup, my audience loved it. They were like, this is like mood lighting. I feel relaxed in here, you know?
Yeah.
I was like, damn, cool, dope, love it. But like people weren't like, I could tell there's a green outline around behind you. Clearly that's because there's a shadow back there.
That's because you're not using the little light taped to the back of
I
your
couldn't-
chair. What a foolish
Listen.
streamer.
We're just being upset because Elgato didn't give us a sponsorship for their chair light.
They-
We don't have the
We don't have the
Time out,
the
Elgato
Elgato
was a
Hyperflex
chair light.
Elgato Hyperflex Nitro chair light 6000.
No one
You don't have
sponsors
one?
my ass. You make one
Incredible.
game where you bang monsters and no one wants to sponsor you. It's crazy.
Lame.
It's almost
So
like they're
disappointing.
afraid to get monster dong in their, I don't know, Elgatos.
I thought those were the same thing. Wait.
I played Monster Prom.
Thank you. Thank you
I did
so
too.
much.
It was fun.
I
you.
liked Max Gentleman Sexy Business more though.
Did you know that not only
I haven't played that one yet.
is an expansion coming out, but also I need to message you, Bronze, because we made a character literally based on you. So
So you're gonna hire a prominent voice actor to play.
what I'm
this
gonna
character.
do is once again try to woo Bronze to fall in love with me, and if it fails this time, I'll come up with another plan. One of these days, one of my machinations will work, and Machiavellian-like, I shall slide into her life, and then you'll never be rid of me.
You better get me now before I'm hot because I just recorded a pilot, which if greenlit could be pretty big for me. But
Here's the thing.
keep your
You're gonna
fingers
blow her out of the water.
crossed.
I
Keep your
mean,
fingers crossed for me.
I'm not even like you were already there. I'm not even worried. You are gonna nail it. You're gonna do so well. And then, you know, when you have that thing that all famous people have when you crash, you know, like you'll get your fame, you'll be on top of the world, and then people will be like over it, and then you'll be down, so down, Oh,
Is that a thing
Bronze.
that happens?
You'll be in the gutter and you'll be like, no one wants to hang out with me anymore. I don't get calls from my agent. No one cares. And I'll be like, oh, hello. It's me, Jesse.
Is
And
this
you'll
part
be
of
like,
the Jesse system?
oh,
That's what
yes.
happened to me.
Yes.
Oh, the
when I
Sunfall
became
Cycle crew
ultra
doesn't
famous.
know.
Oh, yeah. We created a
But on
Jesse
MCU
system.
crew, there's a Jesse system.
It's all part of my long con. Did I say con? I meant love of Bronze.
I thought
No,
you
I'm
meant
pretty
dong.
sure con is for the C in the Jesse.
All
The
part
Cox.
of my long dong.
Wait, what's the Jesse system?
It's like the Dennis
Jay.
system, except it's
I know,
the Jesse
but what is
version.
it like? What are the?
I'm
What's the
sure.
acronym?
I'm
Just
sure.
talk to her regularly. E, extremely over enthusiastic. S, sexy
it up,
business. S, suck it up, idiot.
Suck it up, idiot. Other S.
E, emphasize your good traits.
Yeah, I don't remember what it was, but Bronze came up with most of them, so I feel like there's
Yeah,
something-
they
there's
weren't
something there.
great. I think S was like. Wait, what was S? I think it was something about sarcasm.
I don't know. It was
No, it's okay.
let's just say that on.
Sarcastically pursue her.
Let's just
Joke
say
around, express desperation,
jerk around. Is that what you said?
show commitment, seek validation,
Exit.
exit. Yeah, exit without actually doing anything. Yeah.
None of that. None of that
That's
even
a
led
Jesse
to a
system.
smooch. None of that even led to a smooch. That was smoochless. The Jesse system is already my real life. That doesn't help me. That's the worst. Why come up with a system that's just your day to day?
You said you were running it, so I'm just. Is that?
It's not prescriptive, Jesse. It's
Isn't this the
descriptive.
system you're running?
Is that the system? Windows 11? Yes, that's what I'm operating on. I'm going full
Yeah.
beta right now. Yeah, that's where I'm at.
Recent Sunfall Cycle news, folks. We're gonna switch away from from 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons to the Jesse system for the show.
Jerk around. That's the first half.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh, y'all. Oh, to further clarify, I think the reason I liked Max Gentleman more is because I like management games more.
And it's a management game. You're right.
Yeah, it's a management dating sim, which is very new. And, sometimes we have biases about which games we like more, which is good to know right after things like E3 when you see people just dunk on shit that aren't there. Because I loved how many Horde games were premiered because that's what I enjoy, and I've sat through so many of your people's open world RPGs, E3 after E3 after E3. And one time we get like 3 Horde games. All of you are like, oh, another zombie Horde game. Oh, another Horde game. Oh, this one has a beautiful black woman in it that's killing vampires. I have problems.
Yeah, but
Shut up.
that was hot. That was
This
hot.
is our year. This isn't for you. It's okay to acknowledge that. Okay? I like Horde games. We got Back for Blood. We got that cool game with the vampires. The name I can't remember right now. Let us have it.
Like
But what about that game Replaced that looks like pickles and shit that looks amazing and is better than all the
Replaced?
other games? Just Google it. Take your time. Look up Replaced. Is it Replaced? Is that what it's called? Looks amazing.
replace.
Looks like the best game of E3.
Yeah. Sean
2.5D
told me to
sci-fi
play that
retro
game. He
action
loved
future
it.
game.
I
Yeah.
think that's
Looks
the game.
amazing. Best game of E3. That thing I was like, oh! Oh!
Okay,
entire
but can we
time.
talk about Death Trash though?
Oh, replay. Okay, I got you. The kind of pixel style one?
Yep.
That's great.
2.5 D camera
I
angle.
saw that and was like, we have our winner. This is the one game out of E3 I'm like ready to take home right now. If I was
that
at
kind
the
of
bar,
looks like okay, do you guys remember a couple E3s ago Raw Fury showed a trailer for a game called The Last Night? And it
Yes.
was very cyberpunky, very
Yeah.
Fifth Element.
Yeah.
This
Yep.
looks like that, except I haven't seen anything from. And I specifically remember because it had Lorne music in the trailer, and I'm a big fan of Lorne. But I never saw anything come from that.
oh,
but
that
I
old game,
specifically remember-
the previous game, I believe the reason why I didn't see something come from that, I think, this could be the wrong game, but I think
Uh-huh.
it was because the dev, like, said some crazy shit.
Oh.
And so people were like, nope. But I don't remember. I don't want to put that on that game,
Mhm.
but I feel
Fair.
like there was a game that was pixel and everyone was like super hyped for it, and in the trailer it had like a floating like cyberpunk car.
Yes.
Yeah,
And,
yeah,
like,
people were like-
Steam, it was like that 2.5 type of thing again.
Yeah, and everyone was like super hype on it, and then it vanished. I think because the dev got in some trouble.
Oh, well, I feel like replaced it because it hits all of those notes.
Yep.
Yes.
It's still got like the kind of cyberpunky feel, the pixels, that kind of like almost like RTX smoke, like
Yes.
with the So
Yeah,
I
and
mean,
then
I
like
know,
the
yeah.
scenes where action's happening, you're like, how's a pixel doing that? It's like they took normal stuff and then put pixels on it, which is even cooler. I don't know. I saw that and was like, yeah.
Well, I love it. I love it so much because, you know, it's appreciative that none of us can get a new graphics card. You know what I mean? So let's. I'm so glad everyone's like, you know what? Art actually isn't that important as long as it's stylistic. It's not. Doesn't have to be photorealistic.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden,
that's the one thing I've learned over the years is like art-wise, a game can look like anything as long as like it's good, right? As long as the game is good, the art, you know, that's not half of what most games people play. Let's be real, are scary games made in Unity that look like shit. That's what most of the internet is.
I am contractually obliged to disagree with you all on every possible access of this.
Well, here's the thing.
You
need to make
advanced
sure
graphics are the future of games.
You need to make
and,
sure that your graphics look good, because if Aloy looks bad, I swear to God, I will hunt you down. If she come out the gate and she's like, "Hey everyone, burp," I'm gonna be like, "What'd you do to my girl? What'd you do to my?" She needs to come out and like punch a man. First scene, punches a dude in the face, looks at the camera and says, "That's for you, Jesse Cox, smooch." And I'm like, "Ah!" That's what I need.
wait a second.
So the punch
says
was
to
for
the
you,
game, to the
smooch
players.
is for the audience.
Wait, hold on. So Steven, are you saying I just realized that this is like this weird system for AAA games then, right? Because as a AAA game, you always have to push the edge of the envelope, which means you're adopting new technologies, which has a high overhead cost because you have to learn the technology and learn how it's new and learn how to integrate it, which requires a big budget. In order to make that money back, that it's not like it seems like it's its own vicious cycle where you have to spend a lot of money to get a new technology in order to like recoup the extra loss of that you're spending and learning to develop that new technology and get the most out of it.
I'm going to tell you all the secret.
So it seems like a weird cycle.
Don't do it, Steven. They're about to cut you off. There's gonna be like a red light.
The longer I'm in video games,
a sniper light.
And the more I'm exposed to video game development, I realize that's how much less I understand video game development.
Yeah, it's like the more you learn, the less you realize you learn. That you know
I
anything.
would be inclined to be like, oh, that's dumb, but have you seen the new Banjo-Kazooie game? Or not Banjo-Kazooie, the other one. Ratchet and Clank. I've never even played one. I was watching my friend Balvin stream at twitch.tv/Lord Balvin. It was...
All right, hang on.
Yeah.
But the most important question here is,
Mhm.
did the opening sequence of Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart make Lord Balvin tear up?
Are you talking about the Ghost of Tsushima thing?
You know I am.
I know, yeah. He posted his reaction to the opening of Ghost of Tsushima, and he was so emotional it went viral. Like he
got like retweeted
devs,
by the studio,
Sucker Punch.
and,
Was like, this is why we do what we do, and he was
Aww.
so happy. He's such a big fanboy. He's one of my best friends. But
Look, it's so true. There's literally nothing better for a development team than watching people who love what you're making, earnestly love what you're making. It's so good. It's so good.
Yeah. He watched the seamless transition from like the cutscene into the title card into gameplay, and he was just like losing his mind. And I was like, we were all there, buddy. All of us were like, ah! Like,
How, Steven, as a AAA developer, how do y'all feel about people who fake that shit? You know what I mean? Like, do you realize?
Scum of the earth.
Do you realize when people
I
are
would
like,
never
"Whoa!
play Dungeons and
Whoa!"
Dragons role-playing games with people who fake that shit?
Well, obviously, there are no fakers here, at all.
we
No,
only
I mean, like-
fake MCU thumbnails.
Loki did what?
The best
Loki
part
is Mephisto.
The best part is we'll say some dumb shit as a joke, and that will be the thumbnail title. And I'll get a message be like, "That's not what that episode was about at all." I'm like, I didn't do it. It's not me. I didn't make the thumbnail. The internet sucks.
We've done it like 3 times now. We're gonna continue debating them.
Yeah.
We're just gonna be like, King is Mephisto. Every week it's gonna be
Wanda is Mephisto is King.
It's a Markov chain.
Fire.
Just a Russian nesting doll of Marvel properties.
people do be doing that though. If you go and look
Yes.
at Marvel thumbnails, people do be doing that.
That's
I
part
like
of the
when they
Jesse
cut,
system.
they Photoshop just their head out and like blow it up bigger, but they put it back on their like normal size body for the thumbnails. Like,
Can I tell you what I learned?
bobbleheads. I'm like, I don't want to fucking click on this. You made me not want to click on it.
This is how I
doing
learned
that.
I'm terrible at this at YouTube. Is I found out that like most YouTubers, they like have a day where they go and have a professional take like 85 photos of them, and then they use those 85 photos as like their thumbnail photos. So it's high quality and they can edit them, and so they have a stock of like 80 photos of them. Like, oh, I literally will take a photo on my phone and be like, yeah, this is good enough.
Because it is. It's fine. We don't need all that shit.
And mine are like, it look terrible. Don't go look at my thumbnail sometime. You'll be like, who is this guy?
I used to
That's
have to
because
make
you
the
actually
thumbnails for all the
make-
Geek and Sundry videos.
I have
and
to make
would
thumbnails
the
that
most
way.
ridiculous shit, and sometimes Felicia would be like, "You need to tone this down and make it
We
more
would,
professional." And I'm like, "But it's a pigeon dating game. Why shouldn't I have birds all over the thumbnail doing weird shit?"
yeah. You think it doesn't work? You think it's dumb?
No,
Analytically,
it
like
does.
the numbers show
The data
that you
shows.
have to be like,
You have to be obnoxious
like
as
giant
fuck
eyes
to
and shit.
succeed on YouTube.
Yeah.
But
The
who
algorithm gods have
decides
spoken.
that that's what gets pushed to people? Huh?
Like
The
13-year-olds.
The
yeah.
tweens, Steven.
You-
YouTube himself,
John
Mr.
M.
YouTube.
Mr.
Yeah.
YouTube
Mr.
himself.
YouTube.
They call
Yeah.
me Mr. YouTube, but you may call me Phil.
You have to go for the lowest common denominator. This is where my bitterness comes out. Because you ever notice, like, when you're just sitting there chilling, they'll be like, Bronze looks annoyed today. And I'm like, I'm just sitting here. But unless you're like, a lot of people will be like, oh, she looks annoyed, you know? They do it to everybody. Like, oh, what's wrong with Eric? Why does he look like someone
both
slapped his dog
time
today?
out.
And it's like, man, Eric's chilling. Shut the fuck up, dude. Leave him alone.
Why
out,
is
time
this
out.
person just sitting in a normal human resting state?
Bronze, can you smile again, please? Just like do the smile you were doing.
Oh,
All right,
the creepy one?
the smile you did, the smile Steven did, the smile Eric did. None of you should smile. You look like you're about to kill someone. All of you look like you're killers. None of you look like all of you look like you've murdered someone, and you're like, who, me? I've never murdered anyone, officer. There's no one on the floorboards at all.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I have the LED lighting in the background. I have the weird smile. I have that like quintessential Adobe Premiere, like not quite dubstep music in the background of my videos. And I go, hey, everybody, how's it going? It's your boy. I'm here to tell you about
what's up,
cooking
guys? Welcome
or
to my
video
YouTube
games.
video.
It doesn't
I'm
matter.
here today to talk to you about the Sunfall Cycle. It's a brand new show that just came out from Jesse Cox. You can check out most of it over on Jesse's YouTube channel,
The fucking-
but not the end of it for reasons.
No,
that
it's
Jesse
this-
can
The
connect.
fucking
Like,
Adobe
that's
store
okay.
brand version of Rat-a-tat. That's
Oh my God,
the music.
Eric, how do you do that? What's up, gamers?
What's up, gamers?
It's me, your boy, cause
Oh
it's
my
Tuesday again. Now let me talk to you for 4 minutes about sponsorships I am promoting. After that 4 minutes, I'll take another 2 minutes to let you hear about what we're gonna watch on this video now. And then I'm gonna start showing you something, and I'm gonna cut away from it for another 2 minutes just to talk to you guys, all right? And probably pitch some more shit at you for my sponsorships. And we'll do 20 minutes after that, you know, because I don't like editing as much. But then we'll really tighten it up at the end with another sponsorship goodbye. That's like most YouTube.
Yeah, that really is.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's
Only-
like no nuance in the conversations. There's no such thing as like, you know, I enjoyed The Last of Us 2, but I have some complaints about the pacing. It's always like, The Last of Us 2 is destroying gaming, or The Last of Us 2 is the greatest game of all time, and if you hate it, you're a misogynist. Now let's count them down, because you're too stupid to listen to long-form content. So I'm going to break it into bullet points for you, because I have
sound
no
like the
respect for
Mojo
you.
lady.
You're fucking idiots. Bullet point number 1, the graphics. And people lap it up, because most people have, like, the attention span of, like, you know. There's, like, no such thing as, like, being like, let us have a intelligent, nuanced conversation about Horizon Zero Dawn and its merits as well as its faults and what we hope to see from the sequel. Because if you say one thing that's negative, they'll be like, okay, Bronze, we get it. You don't like Horizon Zero Dawn. I'm like, no, I like it.
It's
I don't
disappointing
like
that
you.
there's absolutely
You're too
nothing
stupid
that anybody could ever say
to
in the
consume my
second half of
content.
that.
You know?
I need all of you to know. I need all of you to
so
know
funny. Yeah.
that in the background, go back, watch the VOD. While you're doing that rant, I made it better. That's all I'm gonna say.
I've seen
Good.
some of chat.
Why? What were you doing?
What did you do?
I definitely didn't
He
put
put-
on the best background music I could find, the best
Oh my
copyright-free
God.
background music I could find. That was YouTuber rant background music is what I typed in.
Oh my God, no! Why are we all good at being terrible YouTubers? Is this what we were meant to do? Be terrible YouTubers?
Because all 5 of us love, like, our style of comedy is just like reenacting shit that we think is so stupid we can't believe it exists.
Because
It's
the three of you
ironically
out
doing what
together.
other
all
people do
kind of
ironically.
assholes.
Because
We're
I have to
like,
keep,
Jesus.
I have to keep flagging it out of like Adobe recommendation or YouTube recommendation shit, going like, get out of here. I don't want that. Nope.
Because
Nope.
all
nope.
of your impressions were uncanny, and each a different subset of the asshole YouTuber archetype. Because there are different subsets.
Yes.
That's
You know what
crazy.
makes- you know what
that
made
you
it
hit up
better? I'm gonna let
each
you know.
one in that animal kingdom.
I know it wasn't intentional, but that backwards hat made it about 1 million times
Yes,
better.
Yo.
yes,
It
yes.
sold everything.
I didn't schedule my haircut early enough. My hair grows way too fast, dude. This is the problem with shortcuts. It's like all.
No,
I get my
I'm
haircut on
assuming
Friday.
that's your merch you're wearing.
It is.
You're
It's actually
subliminally
a
selling
Team
to
Liquid.
your
Yeah.
Team
tweens.
Liquid.
See? Yes. Boom.
Sponsored by Team Liquid, guys. Don't miss the merch. Click below for a sponsorship link. You get 10% off the hat.
I
I
hate
could
it.
go
I
all
hate
day.
that.
Why don't
so-
I just be a YouTuber?
Don't. God
It would
help
be
you.
so easy.
We would
All you have
lose
to
you.
do
We
is
would-
inordinate
we would-
amounts of speed.
I would actually love to look up the most irritating YouTube video, like YouTubers, and just recreate their videos, but myself, and just say word for word everything they say.
There's a
Like
video.
lip sync. You
But
do lip
before we
sync.
get to
Yeah,
the
okay.
but before we get to our most annoying YouTube videos, I want to shout out all my special Patreon tier backers for my Britwit Gold tier. Thank you,
The
Jesse.
Britwit Gold
Thank you,
tier?
Jeremy69.
Oh my god. No, I want to make a bunch of videos, and then I want to make a video where I'm like, all right, guys,
Yeah.
let's review my top 20 most annoying moments. All right. Number 1. Like,
The best
you
part
just
is
make
remember
fun of
when
it,
I
kinda
said
on it, you
this?
build it out.
the best part is I know that like you'd have to make a follow-up video that's like, hey guys, last episode, some crazy stuff happened with my Brit most annoying moment. Number 13 was a little racist. I am sorry. I'm so sorry.
I'm
I
so
didn't
sorry
know
you
that my
took it that
editor was going
way.
to edit that way.
If
I had
anyone
no
was
clue.
offended, I'm sorry.
I'm
for your
sorry you were
offense.
offended by that. It was not my intention. I did say those words, but they were not meant to be filmed.
No, that comes at the end because they need to watch the whole video. So they'll spend 6 minutes explaining what happened. And then they'll apologize because don't forget that video is monetized.
All while playing with your dog. Right? So it's like, I am
Yeah.
also
I'm
a
so
human.
sorry. Cece's sorry too.
Cece's
I know
sorry
what it's
too.
like.
Sorry.
I know what it's like to be bullied. You know, I too was bullied. I was
Oh
so
my
attractive in
God.
high school. I made people feel very bad about themselves, and because of that, they shunned me. And if it wasn't for, you know, the
Is this
scholarships
part of the bit, Bronze, or is
and
this
all of the people that pursued me, all of the hot guys that pursued me, I probably wouldn't have got through it. So I know what it's like
Is
to
this-
be bullied. You know, I know what it's like to be discriminated against. You know, I was the only white person, and I grew up, you know, in the International District in Seattle. I was a lot of Asians, you know. and sometimes they would
International
say
District
stuff,
in Seattle.
and I couldn't read the signs.
Oh,
They would speak in
no.
languages I didn't understand. I always felt like they were talking about me.
I played
Yeah.
Dungeons and Dragons, and D&D is the
Yeah.
original safe space.
Yeah,
Oh,
I don't even know what games they played. Probably
here.
martial arts. I don't
I'm
know.
uncomfortable
Legend
with
of the Five
so
Rings.
many
but
women
they
being
didn't
in
play
D&D now.
You know, and it was horrible because I wanted to talk about Viking lore, and they were talking about romance of the kingdoms or something. Like, who cares about romance? So it was hard. I know what it's like to feel alone and bullied, and I would never, petting my pet ferret right now, I would never want to make other people feel that way. So
You know that guy is a punk bitch because let me tell you, if you don't know Romance of the Three Kingdoms and like you don't know a man got his eye shot and then pulled it out and was like, crunch, F it.
Yeah.
You a bitch. That's the coolest thing ever. Romance of the Three Kingdoms is cool as shit.
Well, it made me feel unincluded. Okay, and so I didn't watch it.
Get out of here, YouTuber.
Okay?
We don't like you.
'Cause there's
Get out
not
of here.
There's not a single person who looks like
Take
me
your ferret
in
and
that
go,
movie.
YouTuber. Take your ferret and
Right.
go.
Wow,
Get
are
out
you
of here.
canceling?
Go, but I
Wow,
just wanna
Jesse's
say,
canceling.
I'm
Wow.
sorry that my slur offended you, and cancel culture's gone too far. And next video is I'm gonna make a video about why I walked away from the left. All right, see y'all next week.
We'll have a gotcha video about liberals.
Why I
God.
walked away from.
Or when they don't say sorry, they're just like, this is an apology video. And then they never actually say, I'm sorry.
Right.
They just say, this is an apology. And then they explain how it's not their fault. But their
Yeah.
sponsor is very sorry.
God.
There's like G Fuel in the background.
Yeah.
On behalf of my sponsor, G Fuel, I did not mean to call an entire group of people that. It was not my intention. But my intention is to talk about G Fuel's amazing new flavor, Berry Blast.
Once I found out that people were upset about what I said, I had to sit back in my
Remorseful
super
blue raspberry.
cool Steel Series X10 chair and sip on some G Fuel and wrap myself up in my 100 Thieves hoodie and just like think about what I said.
Welcome back to the Sunfall Cycle, everybody, where we do this.
It's
Once
a
every
lot.
5
This is
sessions
a
or
long one
so.
because we haven't seen each other for a long.
While I'm not apologetic, I can't even finish. I read a lot of books on apologies through my new
No.
Audible account.
Audible.com.
Yeah, no, it's Audible. They didn't read it. They
Oh, no.
listened to books on
Yeah,
apology.
no, it's even worse.
I
It's,
can't even,
it's
I'm sorry, I can't even finish it.
I didn't have enough time to read about apologies. That's why I signed up to Blinkist, so I can get 15-minute chunks of my favorite books right now. Do you need a summary of your favorite books, like of Mice and Men? On Blinkist, you can get it.
Mein Kampf?
15 Yeah. You can get that on Blinkist. The fastest way to read books without reading them. I can't believe that it's literally just Cliff's Notes.
It's not good.
Yeah.
But like they're like trying to sell
Listen,
people like
okay?
just read a book, you idiot. Just read a book.
Listen,
Ah!
I've read the only book I need to read. I'm an intellectual. I read The Art of War. So I'm
Called
not
the
like
Bible?
other YouTubers.
And
okay?
by read, I like wikied some of it.
Yeah, I just like reuse the same 3 canned quotes that I found on the internet. But I'm gonna claim that I read, Sun Tzu's The Art of War.
It's
And then use it as an
Marxon's
excuse
The
to be
Subtle
a
Art of Not
dickhead.
Fucking It Up.
Yeah. I just use it as an excuse to be a completely irredeemable
I know my
asshole
enemy.
of a person with 0 social skills because I treat my whole life like I'm going to war with people when really I'm just going to war with my own love life. Please
Wow, bronze.
Oh my god.
You are too good at this.
I don't.
I just want to do skit comedy with you guys
Yeah.
now.
Browns, we've
Like
done it
Reckless
before and we should
Tortuga
do it
style?
again. Let's just
Yes!
keep making them.
Do you guys remember Reckless Tortuga with the online gamer? I would love to do something like that with y'all.
God.
I don't know
Yeah.
where you grabbed Pet Ferret from, but that is a fucking masterstroke.
All I
This
want
is my
Ugh.
pet ferret, Master Chief.
all I want is to make dumb comedy with you. And
Jesse, we need to have a meeting.
That's
we all need
pretty
to have a
good.
production meeting,
all I'm
guys.
saying is
Team meeting.
go just take the time one day to Google "This is not Star Wars." That's my favorite skit in the history of the internet. I'll just send it to you in our Discord one day.
Okay.
Okay.
It's so dumb. It's so perfect. I don't know why it exists. That is how I live my. All you need to know is at one point a man goes, "Yoder is the coolest because he drives a tank." That's all you need to know. I don't know what that means. It's hilarious, and I love it. Yoder
Pretty
is the coolest.
self-explanatory.
because he drives a tank. Yeah, it's great. So that's what I'm gonna end on. And
D&D is
I
awesome.
just love how we take every small joke that like anything, and we take it all the way, all the
drive
way,
that
as far
We
as
don't
it can
half-ass
go.
shit.
into the ground.
Yeah, I
We're
love that.
100%ers, okay? We
Yeah,
We're
get
dedicated.
it done.
we get every funny thing we can out of the thing we're talking about, and then when we all are done, that's when we start playing.
Exactly.
I love that. We're just like, well,
So-
I think we said all the funny shit. So what happened last week, Steven?
With that in mind.
What is this laughter?
I don't know, but I'm scared.
What happened last time? I think there was like you're moving in the direction of there's a Dahaka village in the Kingswood to the north of the palace compound. And it's high up in the treetops. And you've been there a couple times because you brought a skeletal woman from deep under the earth back to the Witch of the Woods, who said, "What? I think you just like brought her there for funsies." And then the witch was like, "Oh yeah, I can break this curse." And you tried to break the curse, and it was like, "Oh my God, we can't break this curse as long as this death druid is stopping everything with her horrible death magic." You killed the death druid. You killed a bunch of other people. You like really easily killed Sarek's clone down in the basement.
Why you
under the
gotta say it
palace.
like that?
It was a super pushover. And then you decided to go like tie up some loose ends. And now you're on your way back to lift the curse from Melissa, the woman you rescued from the chasms under the palace compound.
And during the fight, we just to remind everyone what this fight was, because it's nonsense. The guys we were trying to avoid, we simply did not avoid. We walked into them.
Yes.
And then they spotted us all. A bunch of Knights of Astaphon showed up, and then a dude was like, "Hey, I summoned more of you." And then more guys showed up.
Yeah.
And our response was Britt going, "Snakes, bitch."
Oh yeah, that
And
was
now-
the last thing.
Yeah.
And now there are about 8,000 little snakes on the screen. So there's
8 snakes. Yeah.
there's 8
Each
snakes.
snake represents 1,000 snakes.
There's 8 snakes, 5 enemies, 4 of us. This is a very cluttered screen. I
This is
can't
a very
wait.
cluttered screen.
Oh, and even though I covered it up, one very funny looking dragon. So there you go.
Over in the lower right-hand corner.
One funny looking dragon hanging out.
That's a crew.
Yeah.
So here we are. Aya, it's your turn. If I'm not mistaken, you're huddled up with Kairos, and you're standing in front of 2 Knights of Astaphon, and a 3rd Knight of Astaphon just got summoned right behind you. Now, the Knight of Astaphon directly in front of you in Kairos, this one right here, is still affected by your synaptic static, just as is the one on the other side of Kairos. So both of them subtract a d6 from their attack rolls, but they're going to get to make some saving throws ongoingly to resist that. So, what do you do?
Okay, so I don't think I have any spell slots. I don't think I have any concentrations up.
Checks out.
Oh, that sucks. I think I'm down to Eldritch Blasts, friends. I'm trying to remember where I used my other spell slot. Oh, when we were fighting Planty Boy, I used Blight, and that kills plants in like almost like 1 hit. Okay, no, that makes more sense. Okay, if I move through them, if I move past them, is that going to provoke an op attack?
So you could move between the 2 who are right in front of you and get on the other side of them, but I don't think there's a way for you to avoid an opportunity attack from the guy who's behind you.
Okay. I just wanted to figure out how many. So I'll go ahead and try to avoid that one. I do believe I still have access to Entropic Ward, so I'm probably going to use that if I need to. Hopefully, I'm pretty sure I didn't use it yet, so I'm going to move away from them.
Nice. So let me just find one of these guys. Knight of Astaphon, 1st class, opportunity attack. Which one is he going to use? He stabs at your back as you retreat with a wicked shiv.
Well,
Hits.
even with Entropic Ward, it'll hit.
Yep. You take 14 piercing damage, and that's it.
That still hurts. And then I'm going to turn around and Eldritch Blast the one Kairos is working on.
Cool.
To try to help chip that one down.
$15 hits.
Okay.
And
What? How is that? Oh, I rolled a 1. I was like, how is that so low? How does that happen? Okay.
Worst. But you've got a second Eldritch Blast, of course. And your second hits handily.
How do...
So it's going to be like that today, then, is it?
2 1s on a D10. This was... I don't know if you remember my rolls from last game. It was about the same. I think the highest I rolled was a 4 on a D10. I was like,
none of us were doing great last game. Last time was a pretty bad encounter start.
You're just getting the bad rolls out of the way now.
that's true.
It's true. You
That's
got to
all.
preload those.
What?
So
I feel like I'm
you-
level 1 again. 6. Steven, I do 6 damage with my Eldritch Blast, which at this level is really impressive.
And are you pushing this knight?
No, because I think I don't know, Kairos, do you want me to push some? Or is it more I don't want him to be out of your range. Oh, you're muted.
I was muted the whole time. It's fine. But I had a quick question, but that might change the answer. Is Sark, are you in melee with the Knight of Astaphon right now?
No.
Or okay.
I'm.
You're just okay. I couldn't tell. All right.
Here's the thing.
Then no. you're fine.
Maybe I don't remember. I think because their turn's coming up, the answer's no. Because Steven always moves them towards me, and so I
Yep.
would imagine I moved away from them.
Yeah, that's fine. I couldn't tell, and my notes didn't tell me if they were or not.
Right.
So okay. Awesome. No, that works for me because I wanted you to take a shot next turn, and depending on if you were in melee range, maybe that's not the best idea. So okay, perfect. Thank you.
All right. Well, I'll send this one back.
Yeah.
Just so you have options. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. But this other one's also fighting me then, right?
And
Yes.
that other one is also
Okay.
fighting you, Kairos. And I believe that you slow them down when you Eldritch Blast them, right?
Yes, Lance of Lethargy. So their
Is it
movement
they
speed
can
is
only move
reduced to
5
10
feet?
feet.
10
I think
feet.
it's 10 feet. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I usually
Nice.
combine it with difficult terrain, which makes it 5 feet. But
Yep. I'll just do that little net symbol. Fantastic. Kairos. You
All
are now
right.
engaged by only one Knight of Astaphon, the one right next to you.
Yeah. So what I'm going to do is rather than attack it, I'm going to use the company standard. I'm going to
Woohoo.
flag the Legion and wave it up for Sark to take his shot on this Knight of Astaphon to engage with
My
me.
man.
Nice.
So you have advantage on this shot,
kill him. Kill him.
and you have plus.
Cool.
Kill that man.
It's this one, correct? This guy?
Yeah.
Correct.
Push the button, Jesse.
Oh, I thought I had to wait till it was my turn to attack.
No.
Oh, Kairos
My
has his
ability
turn.
gives you the ability to
Holy
attack
shit,
as a
I was-
reaction.
I was about to be like, okay, Steven, it's your turn. I was sitting here waiting.
Oh, sorry.
For you.
No, my bad. Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I hardly ever. No. It's my failure to explain it, and I thought I clicked it so it showed up in the chat.
was
but,
literally just like-
that's my bad, dude.
Why are we
Yeah,
waiting?
so, like, what's
We were,
going on?
Why is
No.
nobody talking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I thought it was. I just had to wait till my turn. Okay.
There, yeah.
Longbow.
Yeah, but-
Advantage 29.
Yup. Absolutely.
And you get snake
And-
attacks.
Yes.
24 plus 5 is 29. Are they resistant to frost?
They're resistant to
I think
cold.
they are.
Yeah.
Yep. Wait, what? Wait, where? There we go. Oh, yes, resistant to cold. Fantastic. So that's 26, which kills him.
Nice.
Yes.
Is it super anime?
Yay.
No. I just shoot him in the back of the head.
Nah.
Just Fook he just face plants forwards with
Yeah,
an
if
arrow
anything, it's like
sticking out of his
Grizzly. Like he's like, "I'll kill you" to Kairos, and then like an arrow goes through his mouth. He's like,
Yeah.
Awesome.
Good job, Sark.
"Yeah."
It's
Idiot.
Knights of Astaphon time.
No.
No. And Kara, the knight that's in front of you sort of like wades his way forwards towards you through a horde of snakes.
Do
This
they get
one,
attacks of opportunity?
I think it's more like he's getting close to you. I think
Okay.
let's say yes, one of them, this one gets an attack of
Okay.
opportunity.
We roll
I think
for
it's
that?
it's fair to say he can't get too close to you without avoiding all of them.
Okay. Two. There they are.
The red dots are the ones that were hit by a psychic wave, whatever it's called.
The red dots are the ones that have used their
Right.
summon spell,
Got it. Okay.
and the ones with the little icon with a 6 on it, those are the ones that are hit by the synaptic static.
Thank you. Okay.
Killer, 8 piercing plus 10 poison damage. Let's see. They have resistance to slashing, piercing, and bludgeoning attacks from non-magical attacks. And immunity to poison.
What?
So he takes
So
4
my
damage.
snakes are a fucking waste of time? God damn it, dude. Oh no.
No, but they
Do
should
you have a
hit.
spell that makes
No, they'll just
natural attacks magical?
take, they'll just take hits. No, I don't.
Yeah.
But like,
Right.
hey, that's 8 hits. That's good.
That
Yeah,
is
They'll
definitely
just
better
be
than
our
0
little
hits.
defense babies then, I guess.
All right, so this one steps forwards. This one like claws his way forwards to Kairos. He got pushed back 20 feet, so he's not able to reach. Oh no, so he takes his full movement and reaches Kairos, and that's all he can do. This one, Aya, you moved and then fired Eldritch Blasts, so you must therefore be only 30 feet away. And so this
Yes.
Knight of Astaphon leaps into the air with his wings and slams down right in front of you.
Okay.
Now we're gonna do some attacks.
No.
And Kara,
What?
2 attacks to you, one with the great sword, one with the wicked shiv, both of them missing terribly. The Knight of Astaphon behind you chooses not to attack you and instead focuses on the snakes. Oh, actually, no. This knight, he like clasps his hand to his breast and he says, "I summon the chthonic power of the king." And then a wave of noxious gas roils up from his feet and spreads out from him in a 15-foot radius.
Pardon?
That encompasses Inkara and all the snakes, and the other Knight of Astaphon, of course. I think that they are probably immune to their own. Oh, they're immune to poison. Yeah, okay. Then yes. It's Toxic Cloud. So each creature in that area must succeed on a DC 14 Constitution saving throw or become poisoned. Kara, would you please make a Constitution saving throw for yourself and then make 8 saving throws for your 8 snakes?
Do you have a poison resistance ring, Britt?
Yes, I believe I do. I'm double.
That gives you advantage
Yes,
on the
I
Constitution
do.
save.
Do have that, so I should be good.
Yeah, so you succeed.
Oh my god.
1 fail. So let's see.
The British pronounce the word chthonic, while Americans pronounce it thonic.
Thonic.
Yeah.
1,
What?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Wait,
7, 8.
who says chthonic?
CHTHONIC.
Who
I
Thonic.
say
would,
chthonic.
who would say thonic?
That's the British pronunciation. The American pronunciation is thonic. I
Do
don't
you
know.
call
I,
it Thulu or do you call it Cthulhu?
Oh, snap.
I don't know.
It's all right to admit that the Brits are right
three
sometimes. It's all right.
Yeah.
It's fine.
The British have never been right.
It's fine. I mean, they're wrong about the whole aluminium thing, but like, it's fine.
Like a broken clock.
Yeah.
Twice a day.
Is it?
Twice a day.
Amazing.
All right, great. Then, yes, we've got our collection of snakes, some of whom are poisoned and some of whom are not. That's his turn. The Knight of Astaphon that clawed its way over to Kairos is not able to attack, but the Knight of Astaphon just slammed down to the ground in a super cool 3-point landing and then stowed his golden wings in front of Aya. Gets to strike at her twice. Once with the great sword, once with the wicked shiv.
But he misses.
Man, failing both times. They just really sucked it up. The two of them who have, the one surviving one of them who has been affected by the synaptic static makes an intelligence saving throw. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think it's a 19 save, DC save?
Yes. 17.
Nevertheless, fail. So still synaptic static.
It's not intelligence. I'm probably wait, is it? No, you're right. It is.
Isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I got confused because they gain disadvantage on Constitution saving throws or whatever, and I thought it was maybe a Constitution, but it is intelligence.
Yeah. All right, Sarek, your turn.
A spell is doing work.
The one that's on Aya right now is engaged, so I can get my sneak attack.
Yes.
Excellent. All right, I'm gonna hit that guy. Hopefully.
There's 2 engaged with Aya. Do you mean?
With Aya, there's only one.
That's Inkara. I gotcha. My small brain.
Aya standing in the mouth of the Gru. Fantastic. 22 hits.
Oof.
15.
You know what? I'll take it. Cold doesn't matter. I'll take 15.
Sneak attack. Sneak attack. That shit.
Woo!
Yes.
God. So good.
36.
That mean
Now
it's
that's
affected
anime.
by cold?
What's that?
Does that mean it's affected by cold?
No.
That's so good. That's so good.
Yeah, it does that thing. It does that like a Fire Emblem thing where it like closes it on my eyes, and then I crit hit him. Yeah.
So he's slowed by by Sarek's chilling frostbow. So like frost explodes out from the arrow sticking out of this guy's pauldron and just like freezes over him, making him move that much slower.
Sucks to suck, dude.
It's your turn, and at the start of your turn, 5 of these snakes take poison damage.
Okay.
It's 1d10 poison damage, so I'm just going to roll 5d10. Bonk. So 2, 8, 1, 3, 2. So -2, -8, -1, -3, and -2.
Poisonous snakes are not immune to poison damage.
It's true.
Technically, they're venomous. Eric is the thing.
Correct.
They would have to. You'd have to eat them. For
You have to eat the fangs. Yeah.
Biology slam.
I'm going to spitefully prove you wrong. Let's go.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, and Cara.
They are venomous.
Cat said it.
They are venomous.
So
Damn.
they took damage. They
Told
die,
Jeremy
or they're
Crawford
just
there.
like.
No, they have 11 hit points.
Tweeted
so
Jeremy Crawford.
None of them died.
Okay. I guess my question right now is like, should I keep them up, or should I do something else that's more useful in terms of attacking? Because they'll probably die soon, and they can't really do any damage. I'm gonna go ahead and burn my 2 wild shapes and become a fire elemental.
Amazing.
I'll bring the snakes back later when they're more useful. I'm gonna burn these motherfuckers because so far as I can tell, they're not resistant or immune to fire damage, right?
The snakes?
No, the guys.
Let me double check.
Because they so they're immune or
Interesting.
resistant to cold, piercing, bludgeoning, and poison.
Interesting. Give me some kind of a knowledge check. Give me an intelligence saving throw. Oh, yeah. So you know that the Knights of Astaphon are specially blessed and sanctified by the king. And as a consequence, they have resistance to cold,
fire, lightning.
Okay, never mind.
And their armor gives them resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage from non-magical attacks. Furthermore, they are immune to poison and immune to the poisoned condition. They also have 120 feet of dark vision and can communicate with each other telepathically out to 120 feet.
Okay, then I'm not going to become a fire
But
elemental.
here's the
How
thing.
the hell do we kill these?
This deck has started to achieve its win condition. You know?
It's true.
Like we're playing Magic and
You get into that
this
5-6
sucked.
mana break
Yeah.
point.
But now you found, oh, this is how this works. So you're just gonna put down another Myconid now, and then another Sapperling. Yep. And then you're gonna do another one, and then another one. And what happens when I delete this one? You're gonna put another one out because you're a rat bastard.
I get to put down a free Sapperling when you delete a Sapperling.
God damn it, Steven!
Are they immune to radiant damage? You didn't say radiant, right, Steven?
I did not say a radiant.
Fuck yeah!
They
I'm gonna moonbeam them.
are amazing.
And I'm gonna cast it at 3rd level.
Moonbeam.
They are. They are just Sarah Angels.
What?
Are you singing that?
James Bond, Moonbeam.
Wider than a beam.
Yeah, I was like, you're singing Moon River.
It's just another moon.
I was like, Audrey? Holly? Is Holly in the game? Okay, yeah. Moonbeam. And I think I put it in here.
So, silver beam of pale light shines down. 5-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder, centered on a point within range. When a creature enters that spell for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there, it's engulfed in ghostly flames, has to make a Constitution saving throw, takes damage on a failed save or half on a successful. Shapeshifters make the save at disadvantage, and it reverts shape changes. And you can move it around on subsequent turns, concentration for 1 minute, and it at 3rd level is 3d10 radiant damage. Okay, cool.
Yeah, so let's moonbeam the one who's, let's see. Who needs the most help right now? Which one do we need to get?
The one next to Aya is the lowest.
Okay, yeah, let's kill that one off. Let's kill that one off. Sorry, I have a bunch of windows open.
Cool. So I think the only thing that I need from you is a
Roll to hit.
is
right?
a 3d10.
Oh yeah, because they just have to make their save.
Yeah. So it's gonna be 15 or 7, and Constitution save. What's your spell save DC?
It
And
is spell save DC. I think is 15. We checked this last time, and I was like, I always forget, and I did again. It is 15. Yes, I
Cool.
was right.
Nice.
Yeah.
This scintillating beam of
Mhm.
like golden and pink energy rockets down from the heavens, striking this knight of Astaphon, who bursts into ghostly flames. You hear the faint echo of Salmon saying, "Goodbye. It's so nice to see you."
Nice. And then I think what I'll do is I will move it over to this other one by Kairos.
Now, let me just double check this. Wait, I'm looking at cinematic static. Moonbeam, on each of your terms after you cast this spell, you can use an action to move the beam. So you can't do it yet, but you will be able to do it on your next turn as an action, not as
Oh, I see, because not on the casting.
Yeah, not as a bonus action.
Okay.
Did you want to ask your snakes to contribute to this encounter?
I don't think I have them anymore because Moonbeam requires concentration,
You are
as
right.
does Conjuring
Boink,
Animals.
boink, boink. As the moonbeam comes rocketing down, the snakes evaporate into moon essence and go flying up, and you hear a faint, "Welcome, it's so good to see you." Aya. You're staring down the barrel of a fully loaded Knight of Astaphon, who's actually really, if I'm being generous, only like 1/10 loaded. Maybe slightly less.
What do you do? What do you do?
I hit him with an Eldritch Blast.
Awesome.
Eldritch Shotgun Hours, go!
Excellent. Roll that damage.
I'm really glad that even with disadvantage, I got a 25 because he is engaged in melee, and I can send him flying back. What are these? Okay.
All right. Okay.
7.
That's
I got a
XCOM,
2
baby.
instead of a 1. That's progress.
Good job stepping it up.
And I send him 10 feet back.
Duke. You're going to need a second attack there, of
Okay,
course.
so this one I don't have disadvantage.
18 hits.
You can't make this up. I rolled a 1, a 1, a 2, and a 1 on a d10.
You know,
Can't make this up.
sometimes the nickels and dimes do add up. Aya,
Mm-hmm.
is it super anime?
No, with that 6, it's not. This is like death by a million paper cuts. Towards the end, he's like, "Finish it," and I'm like, "I'm trying."
I'm imagining like you hold out the skull with the candle, and like 2 beams come out
Yeah.
and they like nudge him over. He trips on a rock, falls and hits his head, and that's
And
how
dies.
he dies.
Yeah, and I'm like, close enough.
Fantastic. Let's see. Kairos, your turn.
Okay.
What do you do?
I'm repeating the same action I did last time. Let's go, Sar. Get the one in front of me.
Okay. I mean, if you're letting me do it.
Absolutely. Spend your
Okay.
reaction. You do more damage than I do. My weapon is your sneak attack.
All right. I'll get the one in front of you.
Charges though, right?
The
Yeah,
real
yeah.
weapon
I'm
was
down to 1
friendship.
charge left after this.
The real weapon was friendship all along.
For Kairos, it absolutely was.
I mean, mostly because I do more damage than him. It's like a
Mostly.
useful friendship.
The real weapon was friendship and a bow.
All right. Longbow.
Nice. You hit. Roll that damage. 15 and 3 is 18 plus
21.
21 is- 38, 39. Nice. Bang.
Come on. Oh, come on.
So close. So close. All right, the knights. 2 of them attacking Kara with a terrifying flurry of blows. 1,
No.
2, 1, 2. Wow. I think only
Hey,
that last.
is that
Nope.
moonbeam still on that one? Doesn't he take damage at the beginning of his turn? If he...
The-
Oh no, that killed the other one. It stayed there. That's right.
Yup.
Sorry.
Yep. So the second one, the one behind you, manages to get you as you're dodge, duck, dip, diving, and dodging the attacks
Okay.
of the first one. So the great sword deals you 10 slashing damage, and the shiv catches you for a wicked 13 piercing damage.
23.
Kairos, you take a pair of attacks from the guy in front of you. Great sword, wicked
Gotta do
shiv.
better than that.
There's not a snowball's chance in hell. Sorry.
Parry, counter.
What do you do?
I don't. Should I waste my arrow and my damage killing a guy, or should I target someone else? I don't know what to do, honestly. This
Maybe
is
just
my
get rid of
my
him.
RPG problem. Or if I'm playing like a game, I'm like, well, this guy's got like 1 HP left, so I'll just like have the next guy do it. But
You should do it because then I can move my moonbeam to someone else and like see if we can hit him for more damage points.
understood. Yeah, I'll kill this
Because
guy.
if not, then I would probably do it and then.
Sure.
So I guess it's like, what's the potential of the damage of yours?
Well, I mean, hopefully dead is the damage.
Well, I just meant like
Good.
mine would do like 3d10.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, my only thing is
But-
this guy right here. I mean, we've killed 2 guys, but this guy right here, if he gets his roll, just summons 2 more. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Not that it matters. I don't think I can kill him, but we do have one. We have the 4 of us in a row, and if we all focus fire this guy, oh, never mind. He used it. F this dude. This guy gets
They've
it.
all used them.
All right. I didn't see his red dot.
Blast him.
Blam, you hit.
18.
Get him.
Blammy.
Does 18 hit?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Great.
They have like
This is
14
15.
AC. 15.
Yep.
F this dude. Send
Look
him
at
to the
that.
boneyard.
Get him.
Sorry. Is it super anime?
It is the most anime. My eyes, it goes like, "Ching!" And I'm like, cool. And then all you hear is the bow noise, like, the "Pring." And then it like goes over to the guy, and he's like, got like 80 arrows in him for some reason, and he's like falls to the ground. He's like, and then he explodes in blood, and then it like flashes back to my eyes, and a little trickle hits the eye, and it's like, oh damn, that exploded so big that it hit him from that far away.
Awesome.
It's pretty
He's
amazing.
deleted.
Yeah.
Kara, what do you do?
Yeah, let's move it to, I don't know, it doesn't really matter. What?
Wait. I got something for this.
Moonbeam.
I don't know what that means.
That's
Yes!
so good, Eric. Let's hit this guy right here.
Awesome. That guy gets moonbeamed. Roll that 3d10.
Oops.
That's like a Constitution saving throw? Holy shit. He succeeds, but he takes 12 damage.
Okay.
Nice. Aya, it's your turn.
I'm gonna blast him.
Awesome. Chaka. The double
There
barrel
we go.
never fails. Look at that. Oh, look at those
So
numbers.
much better. So much better.
Minus 23. You know what they're not immune to? Force
Damage.
He gets chucked that way and also slowed. Thank you. He's got a little snail on him. Look at that. Kairos, what'd you
Nice.
do?
Boom! Gonna charge up to Ankara to protect Ankara and have Sarek standard action. Spending my last charge. Sarek, take a shot.
Awesome. And this is your last one you're using?
Yeah.
Baby. All right. Thank God we don't have to find any crazy bosses soon. Yeah, I'll shoot this guy.
Cool. Do you
You have advantage,
uh,
so you get sneak attack.
Oh, sweet. Yep, totally. So that's 27, which hits.
Mm.
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 Ooh.
Mm.
Ooh.
25 is not
25
bad.
plus 1 is 26. Not bad, but not enough. This guy goes crawling back over to Ankara. Can't do nothing. This remaining night of Astaphon. You know, these guys get boring when there's only 2 of them left and you're obviously going to win. So he just like enrages or some bullshit like that. I don't know. The DM's making stuff up. And then he attacks you twice. And both times he burns 6 hit points to add a d12 to his damage. Great sword. Wicked Shiv. I don't think it hits you either time, Kairos. 22 AC. Nada. Sorry.
Faith
what
is my armor.
Yeah, I'll just attack the guy who. I'll
Amazing.
just hit this guy again. Especially now that he's just chilling in range of everyone like an idiot. Longbow!
Ooh, you know, 17 hits.
Good. No.
Nice.
Oh, never mind. We're good. Back at
There
it.
you go. He's dead. Blap. You know, you fire your arrow in through the moonbeam, and then it splits into 100 shards of opal and just like shreds him.
Oh.
It's a combo attack.
Is it like that scene in X-Men 2 when the guy gets the metal pulled out of his body and it starts
Yes.
like
Yeah.
just like that? Am I the Magneto of this group?
You're the
Oh my
Magneto.
God.
You have
Humanity
your
will never
vaccine. You've
understand
got
us.
the 5G magnet powers.
Yeah. Nice.
And Kara, let's
Yep.
wrap this up.
Beam him.
Oh yeah, he did lose 6 hit points from doing that. Wow. Actually, another 6. Beaming him for 19. Here's that con save, which succeeds. So that's 10. So minus 10.
That you guys were laughing. Explain that. It's the vaccine.
Magnets. Paper magnetism.
I actually watched a video where someone was like, let me explain to you how skin works and paper clips work. And they were like, this is a dry skin. And the paper clip falls off. She's like, now I will apply lotion to my skin. And then she sticks the paper clip on. She's like, do you see how it sticks there?
Magnets.
You're not a magnet.
Oh no, there are magnets in the lotion.
Like, it's
Duh.
lotion.
Lotion magnets.
If I'm not magnetic and it's just sebum, then let's play the game. I don't want to do this. I'm sorry.
Sweet. Bronze.
I regretted
This-
it.
This is a kid's show.
Yeah, I regretted it. My bad.
It's you.
Oh,
You're the
I'm
magnet.
on-
Also, just say I support and respect walking into a joke and then just being like, you know, not right now. and walking out of it.
I don't
It's
think
hard
an
to do.
11 hits, right?
No.
Bless though. Bless.
Oh,
Bless.
yeah. It's a D6?
D4. If you hit that 4, you got a 25. Nope.
Hmm.
Next shot. 15 hits though. All right. What is that? A 3? No, that's another 2. but
1.
that's fine.
Or 2. Yeah, I got 2.
Nice. Kairos, what you do?
Smacking him.
Yeah. Get him.
18 hits. 14
I am not blessed though.
does not hit, and you're not blessed. Yep.
And I did
okay.
minimum damage. Yeah.
Can't just
Minus
say
5.
that to people, Steven. You can't just say you're not blessed.
You are not blessed.
No, that's rude.
I'm just going to do that. This Knight of Astaphon has grown weary of fighting with Kairos and getting nothing, so he focuses his next attacks on Ankara. 1 with the Great Sword, burning 6 hit points while he does so. 2 with the Wicked Shiv, burning 6 hit points. He hits with the
Reaction.
Wicked Shiv.
Reaction.
Oh,
Reaction.
shit!
Disadvantage. Off
He
my
misses
shield.
with the Wicked Shiv, burning 12 hit
Objection.
points for nothing.
I know.
Dong.
Every time Eric does that, it makes me think of Phoenix Wright.
Yeah.
Objection!
Objection!
Sorry.
If I could be anybody, I would be Phoenix Wright in a heartbeat.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to shoot this dude. I'm gonna try and weave my arrow. I'm gonna move specifically. Here. Said I might
Yeah.
weave my arrow between the two of them
Yeah.
Curves
in the
arrow.
coolest. Yeah, the arrow's gonna curve between like
Bocata.
I'm Angelina Jolie in that one movie that was
You
kind of
use
okay,
your
but shitty.
anxiety to help you curve
Yeah.
the arrow.
Yeah. You know,
Oh my god, the one with all the pillars when she curves it around the entire
Yeah,
circle.
you know that one
the
movie
where
that's
she
like-
was in with the guy, and it's
James
like one
McAvoy.
word.
I don't
Yeah,
know what
James
it's called, but
McAvoy.
like it was kind of shitty, but like
Some
fun.
like it's like one word that like describes like shooting or
Yeah,
something
like
related to guns or something.
Rigunzo.
Gunzo. Yeah, Gunzo
Gun
was a great movie.
where the bullet curves.
Wanted.
Wanted.
What a terrible name for
Yeah,
a movie.
Wanted. Okay, it's not a gun thing, but like
Terrible movie name.
all they did was shoot stuff in that movie.
You're Gunzo.
You're Gunzo now.
Why has there not been a movie made called Gunzo?
Gunzo.
Why has there not been a game made called Gunzo?
Because we're the ones who have to make them, Steven.
Oh my god.
Gunzo's a great name.
There's a magazine called Gunzo, apparently.
Gunzo by Scumco. Yeah, I'm gonna try and weave my bullet. My bullet. Oh my god, my my arrow. That's like a bullet, but of wood. And I'm gonna do it like this.
The whole cast of Gunzo is Glermies, by the way.
Bless.
Yeah. Bless. Roll a d4. 50,
Roll 1.
50, 50. Actually, 75-25. Let's go. What's the over-under on this?
2.
You hit.
Ooh. 13. And then,
Plus.
and then 19.
19. So that's 32 plus 1 is 33. Minus 33. Fantastic.
Incredible.
Boink.
And Kara. Yes. Here's that con save.
No.
He succeeds massively. That would have been exactly as many points as was necessary to kill him.
I wanted to
but-
moonbeam him to death so bad. I had such a cool anime idea. Well, I'll wait till later.
Moonbeam.
It's very good.
Aya, take it home.
I'm gonna try to, Steven.
Come on, there's no way you're doing 6 to. Hey, check it out! You kill him.
Yay!
I rolled a 3. I rolled a
Blast
1,
him.
a 1, a 2, a 1, a what was it? A
2,
4, an
a 2.
8, and then a 2, and then now I rolled a 3.
Statistically disappointing.
Statistically, I just think this platform is messy. Just kidding. Roll20, thank you for sponsoring
Statistically.
Shakar. Tuesday night, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I would never disparage your platform.
And
Although I think your dice may have some discrimination. Thank you, Roll20.
and when can we catch the Roll20 replay in the Euro-friendly time zone.
In the EU-friendly time zone, we rebroadcast on 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on Sundays on twitch.tv/thatbronzegirl. Thank you to Roll20. Your dice are as fair as my DMing, as fair as this beautiful nation, as fair as Lady Liberty herself.
And with that word from our sponsor, Shikar, we're going to throw it to a break.
If I wouldn't get flagged, I would currently right now be playing the Real Big Fish song Sellout from the 90s. And it would be blasting as loud as possible. Anyway, we'll be back in a hot second.
If you were really dedicated, Jesse, you would have done a cover of that song and then played it.
I'm not that dedicated. I hate to break it to you. That
I really
is
want
not
you
the
to
case.
do that.
Anyway, we will be back in a hot sec. Stay tuned for more. See you in a sec, gang. Whoop. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Sunfall Cycle. Let's go.
The four of you stand over the shredded, exploded, exsanguinated bodies of not 4 but 5 Knights of Astaphon. Lightly snake-bitten bodies of 5 Knights of Astaphon. And I believe that above you in the treetops, through the branches, you can see the wooden walkways that are strung between the trees to create the treetop village that you have visited before. There are a couple of vines hanging down around you. What do you do now?
We should head up and go see the witch. Perhaps they could help us with Melissa, now that the Death Druid has been dispatched.
I mean, okay. That was
The
our
woods
purpose.
time.
That's what we were here for. Don't think that you, like, made up the idea or anything.
Did you want to take a short rest first?
Oh, yes. I think
Mhm.
we should.
I mean, I don't need to.
Yes, I think we should.
Let's see. So we're going to take
Yeah.
down the clock
The weaker of the species, eh, Kairos?
for the fight that we
Don't
had.
drag him into your horrific,
Eh, Kairos?
your horrific
No.
outlooks that we all despise. Kairos is innocent in this.
You say despise.
little. We know you're a noble, but you're still really classist.
And many other things, apparently. Don't worry. I'm still not a
All
good
right,
guy.
well, I have 2 moon shards, so I'll use one on Aya and one on myself.
Well, are we taking a short rest?
Are we
Because
taking
if
the
we
rest?
are,
I think
you can
yes.
spend hit dice.
Oh, that's true. Let's do that for now, maybe.
So
Do you have
let's-
hit dice left, Bron?
I do.
Okay,
yeah.
we can do those then.
Tick down the clock once more. Is this not? Let's just wait. Yeah.
Nice.
All right. I've got
Okay.
1 hit die left.
Yeah, same.
Nice. And of course, Aya recovers all of her spell slots, and I think that's it, right?
Entropic ward as well.
Yeah. Cool. Then you're heading up into the treetops.
Yeah, I mean, no matter what, I think that's our plan, yeah?
Cool.
Yes.
Yep, either as a team or, one after the other, you set your foot into the loops made by the vines that are hanging down and like gently draped against nearby trees, trying to look as natural as possible. And as soon as you push down, you feel this mechanical whirring thrum up through the vine that lifts you up into the treetop and sort of zips you up to a large platform rotunda around the trunk of a massive central tree.
And yeah, like you know, I think there are a couple of paths that, you know, like rope bridge networks that branch off into other treetops, or like vines that trail up to higher outpost lookouts above. But the most immediate area that concerns the four of you is you know, sort of an imposing looking hut off the main path, sort of there's like a path that strings to one tree and then off to the right to a second tree. It's a little bit higher up. There's a rope ladder that you need to climb to reach it. It's got like bones, you know, hanging down the outside and little like runes etched around the door frame, things like that. So the four of you proceed towards the Witch of the Woods hut. There's a bead curtain at the entrance. Who takes point? What do you do?
I press to digitate a harmless gust of wind so that the bead curtain will go
The bead curtain jangles in the winds.
making way for my great entrance. And then I say, listen here, you old crone. We need
Yeah.
your help.
The woman who's facing away from you.
Discount Galadriel.
The woman who's facing away from you looks for a moment to be standing up perfectly straight, and then she turns to face you, and she's a hideous, hunched old woman with a big wart on the front of her nose, and she says,
Oh, yes, you. Welcome back. What have you done with my raven?
That's not why we're here.
Why have you come to see the Witch of the Woods? Do you need a boil, Lanster?
Is Melissa... I'm looking around. Is Melissa here?
yeah, you look over into the corner, and Melissa is sitting there, and she says, could we maybe do something about this? And she holds up her completely normal hands and then like looks from one to the other and then looks to you.
Yeah, we're working on it. We're working on
You were
it.
supposed to fix this.
Oh, yes, well, you were supposed to kill a certain death druid, and did you do that? I don't actually know, did you?
I did, you wrinkled old fig.
Oh, that's lovely. Figs are so sweet and delicious.
And mushy and wrinkly.
And mushy and wrinkly.
Well, we made good on our part of the bargain.
Then let us begin. Are you ready?
I stay ready.
Oh, good. Because I also stay ready. I have my magics ready at all
Well,
times.
yeah, we're mages. We're just built different.
Walk around ready.
Yeah, I think you're like hideous and creepy and strange, but I still have some modicum of respect for you.
Like a cat taped to
Okay.
the back of a ninja.
Let's go. Let's do this. I'm like sitting, holding Melissa's hands. I'm like, you're a person. Don't worry. It's going to be okay. You guys are arguing.
I'm
Let's go.
a monster.
This reminds me of Arrested Development. With the
I'm a monster.
Sorry, I had to do that.
That's why you always leave a note.
She says,
Very well, very well. Come inside, come inside. Let me just draw the bead curtain.
and she sort of draws her hand across the beads and makes them all tinkle in the ripple following her hand. She clears a bunch of stuff off the table with a loud crash. It smokes on the floor and then puffs in a big cloud of purple smoke. Poof. And then she like pulls a big brass bowl out from under the table and places it up on top of the table. And she says,
If we are all prepared for this ritual, then I can begin the incantation. I will need your help to press away the encroaching darkness outside. You all seem very enthusiastic about this. I'm
Well,
just going
we can
to
do
get
that. What do we
started.
need to do?
I'm sorry, we have some, negative feelings because last time a certain member of our party didn't help us push out the encroaching darkness.
Kairos,
Although
did
we
you
were
not
very
help
close
them?
to victory. So not being passive aggressive
You were in the
But-
room, Kairos. Why didn't you help them?
So rude. Anyway,
No. Even Granny thinks you suck, Kairos.
She grabs like a couple of jars of like formaldehyde preserved like creature parts from off of the shelf, and she pulls out like a tongue and like a toenail clipping, all sorts of weird stuff. She starts putting them in the bowl and grinding them up with a mortar, and then she speaks a few words of power that make your eardrums itch as if they'd crawled a half a mile through poison ivy, and then you hear like. You know that sound when you turn on noise canceling headphones? That just like fills the air around you, thwump. And a dome of scintillating violet energy sort of erupts from the ground and encloses over top of you. She turns to the four of you and she says,
this ritual will only work if you feed a memory into the bowl. Who will donate first?
Kairos. Right, pal? You'll do it. Right, buddy?
I'll do it.
No, it's
Oh.
fine,
Yes,
Kairos.
I, please step
Don't we all?
forward.
Okay. My memory is when I first met Melissa. She was trapped and it was very scary to get down to her. And I was the only one who could get down there. And when I got there, I was scared and worried, but she turned out to be really cool and just in trouble. And we had a really nice conversation. And we even had a tea party. And then I got to introduce her to everyone when we brought her back up. And I'm really glad I have that memory because now I have a new friend. And we're going to help Melissa.
Boff.
That's my memory.
Boff, am I right, Kairos? Boff.
awesome. She takes
It's a great
one
memory.
gnarled crooked finger and points it at your temple. And then from out the other temple comes marching like a little ghostly vision of this memory as it wafts its way towards the bowl before sinking into this bubbling stew of ooze in the center.
I
of
feel
the
like
bowl.
the part that I left out is sort of still in the memory where everyone was screaming and she was hanging off the cliff. But I see it in there. I'm like, it's part of it.
Checks out. Awesome. Yeah. The Witch of the Woods sort of like looks around at the dome in trepidation. You can see worry in her eyes as she says,
Any minute now. Where are they?
and you might remember that the last time you did this, there were like these eldritch tentacles from another realm, like pressing themselves up against this energy dome, trying to like break through. And you don't see that this time. Sarek,
Yarp.
tell me about a recognizable landmark from the city of Ur, the city that you are from.
Well, everyone knows it is a famous port city, and one of
Yes.
its most famous landmarks is when you enter the city, there are two great big ornate lighthouses that are known to be very famous, for they represent the two founders of the city. And each one is sort of designed and stylized after the two founders. However, one is a darker stone and one is a lighter stone.
Awesome. Cool. Yeah. The Witch of the Woods turns to Melissa. She places a finger on Melissa's fleshy temple, and then out from the other side of Melissa's forehead comes wafting this vision. And it is a vision of, the low rooftops of a cityscape with one bright white pillar next to one dark pillar standing in the background, clearly visible above the tops of this cityscape. It floats over to the bowl and sinks into the goop, which burps noisily. The Witch of the Woods says,
It's working. Who will go next?
I'll give him a memory.
Kairos will do it.
Kairos will give a memory from his past. And should I describe it? I'll describe it as what you see as it gets funneled into the bowl, because I imagine it's sort of like the bowl sort of like flashes what it looks like. So like, I don't really say it, but it's what we see.
Yeah.
And we see these colors of these like dark blues and purples, because it's a nighttime of a great city, and inside it almost looks like a starry night from all like the little candle lights and stuff like that. It's a city none of you have seen before. It's a city I've referenced a couple of times called Dortoka, and in there, you see Kairos leading a band, like a special ops team, kidnapping a noble. And you see them giving him away to some sort of like cult wearing these strange like golden goat masks. And you can see that they're all like interpreting the dreams of this noble that they kidnapped. And they're all looking for some sort of like weird fig tree.
Awesome.
And then they pay me money.
Excellent. Yeah, the witch cackles and rubs her hands and says,
What a delicious fruit.
she
Wasn't
pushes
proud of that job.
She pushes a finger to Melissa's temple again, and a second memory comes oozing out the other side of her head. There's a woman in like a beautiful red gown that looks much in the style that Melissa is currently wearing, standing next to a taller woman with like a big piled up hairstyle of like dark black hair coiled on top of her head. The two of them are standing holding hands and facing towards a large crowd beneath them. It looks as if the two of them are speaking to the crowd. This sort of like settles into the bowl and then simmers away. She turns to Aya and Sarek and says,
One more from each of you and the ritual will be complete. Who's next?
Oh, I guess Aya goes next.
All right, I'll do it, coward. And you start to see a memory form out of the side of Aya's temple, and it's a village where where you can see there's some type of plague or some type of thing that's spreading here. And you see her selling people what looks to be a fake tincture in an attempt to cure it. She hires somebody, you see her pass money, to someone to put on makeup and then, go in the back and wipe it off and say, oh, hey, I'm cured. And then she sells all of it. So then you see it like that kind of memory fade, and then her sitting at the edge of town later, feeling very bad about herself, but also counting her money.
A woman after my own heart. Who said that? Well, anyway, next.
she pushes another finger to Melissa's right temple, and from the other side, memory comes extruding out. There's Melissa standing alone at the top of a hill with a sea of people out in front of her, and she's holding her hands up and making sort of a triangular circle with her hands, kind of like this, up above her head. And all of the people are holding their hands up and making this symbol as well. And then the memory flashes forwards, and there's a large statue on top of the hill of a woman holding up her hands, making this same symbol. And it fades into the bowl, simmers into the nothingness. The dome up above you begins swirling and glowing, and there's flashes and strange shapes and strange shadows being cast on the floor, shadows that don't seem to come from any of the materials around you in the room, despite the fact that there are very many oddly shaped materials in this room. Sarek.
It looks like we're doing it. So I mean, that
she
seems...
turns to you and she says,
"It can be any memory you want, sweetie."
There's nothing important to share. I have no memories. In fact, I can't even think of anything.
Open your notebook. Open your fucking notebook and read one of the drawings. Just describe a drawing you made. Sarek, you have to share a memory.
Right, no,
I'm pushing him forward.
Fine, of course. So Sarek opens his notebook and begins to describe the very first time they approached the city itself, but the memory that oozes out of his head is not that at all. Apparently he's thinking of something totally different, and it is Sarek standing in the corner of a room, and it is an ornate room where the walls themselves are lined in gold, and around a giant table in the center of the room, a large group of individuals, all of them in darker shades of sort of royal garb, like something that elites would wear, are standing around a woman who is pointing at a map. And as we get a little camera pan as Sarek begins to walk towards the table, you can see it is of the castle that you are all attempting are all attempting to get inside. And then it snaps back, and he's just like, and that's where we saw the dead bodies, but they were alive, and we thought that they were dead, but then they killed us. It was crazy.
Excellent. Thank you, Sarek. This will be a most potent reagent for my magics. One last component.
And she touches Melissa's forehead one more time, and like she touches like front center of the forehead, and out of the back of Melissa's head bursts this ghost of a memory. And it's like two things overlaid on top of each other. One is that statue of the woman standing at the top of the hill with the triangle symbol held up above her being torn down, and like people are tearing it down with like chisels and ropes and stuff like this. And a second is like from Melissa's perspective. She's looking at a woman who like opens the door and like is silhouetted with like royal garb and a high plume of hair on top of her head, and like one wicked dagger held in one hand. And she steps forward and her face resolves, and it's exactly the same woman that we just saw in Sarek's memory.
What?
And she pushes a thumb to Melissa's forehead and she says, "Be gone from here, witch." And the memory sinks into the bowl and disappears.
Oh, damn. Oh, that's certainly interesting.
And the dome above you sort of like revolves faster and faster until the purples start sparking with gold, and then the entire dome sort of like coalesces into gold and then shatters outwards. Melissa falls to the floor on her hands and knees, sort of like breathing hard, and she stands up. She looks at her hands, and she looks at the four of you, and she says, "I'm cured. It's fixed. I'm human again."
Yay! I go to help her.
And that's probably where we should end it for
Evan.
today.
That was such a cool
Like-
description, Steven.
Who are you, Melissa?
That was amazing. I mean, yeah, who?
I don't like
The
this
important thing is
Melissa
that she
lady.
knows we saved her and that she's on our set at this point.
Are we about to have another like
I know. I Go ahead.
nothing? I'm just look. Whatever's about to happen, I'm more worried that Aya is about to be like, "Would you like to spread the good word of Aya? Let me
No,
just."
it's so funny because that's exactly where I was going,
I'm
Jesse.
like,
I was like,
oh,
now
no.
I have to protect Melissa from Aya, because I'm sure Aya's like, oh, wow, this was an amazing example. Now, what if we reverse the process again?
That's my genuine concern. I'm not worried about whatever Melissa is. I'm worried that Aya's gonna be like, "I don't know what you are, but I'm gonna control your ass." No, not a fan.
Oh my god.
You're lucky I'm not higher level.
You say that as you leave the room through the beads.
She walks away.
That's amazing.
Oh my god.
I
We did
You're
figured
a
it!
out,
gift. You're a
we
gift,
finally-
Ross.
figured out how to
Helped
sublet
Melissa.
on my lease, you know?
I'm so
I'm
happy
just
that
so
we are
proud of
one
us.
more side quest down. We're doing
We
this.
finally
We're
did it. Yeah, we
doing it.
stuck to it.
Lifestyles of the Eldritch and Famous.
Only took us a year and a half.
Oh.
Yeah, only took us forever. All
Thank
right.
Did you say lifestyles of the Eldritch and Famous?
I
Yup.
did. Pocketing that one.
That's very good.
That is like a book that gets kickstarted, right? Like it's like
That's a
this is-
campaign.
yeah.
That is a campaign.
Yeah.
I do think a Sunfall Cycle comic would be great.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And it could come out like at the same time that Jesse releases the YouTube video, so never.
All right. Well, this has been a
Eric,
great
when you
last
were
episode for
unexpectedly
Eric. I'm so
stabbing-
happy that you were with us the entire time.
Sneak attack.
Thanks again
Yeah.
so much for being here. So
People
nice,
think
Eric.
I'm mean, but the thing is like, first of all, people expect sass from me. From Eric, it hurts more.
Eric
True.
is the
Eric
voice
be
of the
harassing.
comments.
Yeah, I
That
have to.
be extra harassing. Or
Vox
burn your
populi.
assin'. Yeah, because that's it hits different. It's like being roasted by.
Winnie
Eric.
the Pooh.
By Winnie the Pooh?
Somebody you don't expect. Winnie the Pooh.
You wouldn't expect Winnie the Pooh to roast your ass, would ya? You wouldn't expect him to trundle up to you with his little t-shirt and his little no bottoms on.
Christopher Robin is a
Just like,
bitch.
take you out.
Got
He
him.
would never do that. If Winnie the Pooh ever
Roasted
roasted
him
me, I'd just
hard,
leave this
Pooh.
plane of existence, open a dimension door, and leave. How do you recover from that?
Then why are you trying to fuck him like a
You tell him, Pooh. Yeah. If that whole damn force came after me, I'd be like, I can't. If Rue came in at me, I'd be like, it's over. He pops up out of that little like, you're a bitch, and I'd be like,
Just imagine if it was
He wouldn't even say it
Jesse,
to you. Rue would pop up and be like, Mama, is this the bitch you were talking about?
right?
yes,
Imagine
yes.
next time you do something, Piglet just being like, bitch made. It smells like bitch in here.
I
Be
would.
like,
I'd walk into that damn river and just face plant and hope I die quick. Because there's I'd be like, there'd be no, I couldn't do it. I couldn't live anymore. 1,000-acre woods, they'd have to, there's not enough acres for me to get the hell out of those woods. All right, anyway, let's go around. Hey, what's going on with everyone this week? Are you still bored?
Me?
Yeah.
I have a big couple of days. Tomorrow, Cece gets her 6-month scan. So everyone, please send positive, healthy energy to my doggy, Cece, for her kidney scan. And then I'm going out to dinner with some people I haven't seen since before the pandemic. And then on Friday, I'm going to a Decades dance party. And on Saturday, we're making up Sean's birthday because he was out of town for his birthday last weekend. So I'm going to do a birthday day for him. And then we're going roller skating. Jesse, feel free to join at the
I'm
roller
good.
rink on Saturday night.
I don't wanna break
And then
my
we're
hand
having
and-
brunch with my mother-in-law on Sunday. And then I'm going to rest for a long time. So I'm
Yeah.
basically just doing stuff.
I don't want to break my hand because that might be, we might lose
That
2
would be
episodes.
real bad.
Yeah. I don't want to cause any, I don't want to do anything that would harm this show.
how are you going
Okay.
to have a meet cute? Like you're falling over and then a girl who's much better than you at roller skating is going to catch you and be like, oh my gosh, she almost ate shit. And you'd be like,
See, the difference is like in my meet cute, like she like you're in your mind, she's like cradling me. In mine, she's like, my hand fell on your wiener. How'd that happen? I'm gonna leave it here. Yeah, and I'm like, nice.
No,
Now this
you
is
would
a meet
save
cute.
her, and then you guys would hold hands during.
No,
couples
she saves
skate.
me, but it's like, is that a dong? And I'm
You
like,
are not
yeah.
invited to roller skating anymore. You're not allowed to skate with your dick out.
Uninvited.
Is that a dong? I don't know why she says it like that, but that's how she says it, and I know she's the one.
Hey.
That's how I know she's the one. If she sounds like, is that a dong? And I'm like, it is. She's
Your
like,
friend okay?
You know- okay,
Oh
hold
yeah,
on.
he just keeps his dick out when
you
he
know
roller
what
skates.
this reminds me of?
Whoa, what's
worry about
this?
You know what this reminds me of? Those weird TikTok and YouTube shorts where they're just like, hey, I just need this for a second. And they take a girl's bra or something and they're like, what? Oh my gosh, no, what? And like, watch,
What?
I'm going to show you what to do. Or like, playing a prank on my husband and like, babe, you can't be out here in your bath towel. No, you know what? Here, now he's seen everything. Babe, stop. Babe, please stop.
what are you watching? And how
You
do I
haven't
see
seen
this?
Show your naked body to all my friends.
Oh, they're so stupid. It's on like TikTok and YouTube Shorts. Don't go there.
Never
It's a
heard of this
cursed
before
place.
in my life.
But it's like these like weird videos that border on the line of fetish and weird, but they're always like playing a prank on my husband, and she'll be wearing like a tube top dress underneath the towel, and she'll like do like, and then it's always like opens the towel to his best friend, and he's always like, Sarah, what are you doing?
Dude, some of the pranks, some of the pranks people play on each other are really weird and mean. I'm like, I would never do that to
whose
someone.
reaction would be that to their wife showing
What are
everything
you
to their best friend?
doing?
Sarah, like what the fuck, Sarah?
See, I
And
couldn't
that's
do
what
that.
your meet cute sounds like you know.
No.
I
My
feel
meet
like
cute.
it's a
See, I
TikTok
can't do
video
that.
of somebody going to the thing and being like, "Oh my god, did you just touch my dong? Oh my god, is that your dong? Oh my god."
That's the problem. Is your version, like the Jessie version, would be like she shows the towel and I'd be like, yeah, I get to play with those. All right. Anyway, so what were we doing? Like that's the Jessie version. I live to disgust Brit. If I can make Bronze laugh and Brit disgusted, I've done my job. That is how that's all I ask for in this world is Bronze to like laugh a little bit off screen and Brit to judge me for it.
I'm not judging you. I'm reacting with my own personal opinion, but it has nothing to do with how I feel about you as a person.
That's beautiful. Thank
Brit's
you
feelings
for
are about Brit, Jesse.
Oh, so selfish.
Jesse's
I know.
a fucking bastard. He made me cry on my birthday card.
Guess
Yeah.
who
There's
made
footage
you
of
cry?
it because I read it and all of you did. All of you signed it, but Jesse wrote this long thing on there, and I literally cried, and I was like, "This motherfucker."
One day. You know what? It's all about wearing you down. And one day you'll just give in and you'll be like, fine, shit. My standards are so low. You know what? Fine. Fine. And I'll be like, oh, hello. And that's it. You're all welcome to the wedding. You're all invited to the wedding. You're all invited. Even the wedding's going to be like, we settled. We settled for the flowers. We settled.
No, at the wedding, your wife's gonna come out in a towel and then flash.
Yeah, and then I'll say to everyone at the wedding, like, what can I say? That's why we're together, baby.
And then they'll be like, and you're married.
And then your wife signs her vows off with, "Oh, whoa, what's this?"
Oh, yeah, my wife, of course, sounds like Dr. Girlfriend. Oh, my God. Hello, everybody.
Oh, whoa.
That's
Oh,
such a good
no.
impression.
Dr.
Thank you.
Monarch.
It's me, Dr. Girlfriend. Let's go have some fun together. Don't worry, Bronze. You know
It
you
was
like
good,
this
but
voice.
now it sounds like a
Now it's like the lunch lady in Bob's
Yes.
Burgers.
yes.
It's
yes.
okay. You just add a little. You got to get a little flashy with it. Then you're fine. Anyway, Steven, how are you? What are you up to this week? Making any AAA games or something?
You know, I'm mining away in the game mines every day, Jesse. That's the way we do it out here in Amsterdam. We have been taking a little while to schedule our next Pawns and Patrons. If you keep an eye on Twitter, that show might resolve into a new episode sometime soon. Not this weekend, but hopefully shortly thereafter. I think that's all that I have. We're not going to miss the fan art, are we, Jesse?
No, we're not going to miss the fan art, Steven.
Next.
Don't worry, Bubula. Okay.
Next.
Okay. It's Bron's turn. What are you doing? Does this have to relate to the highly promoted, extremely entertaining other show that you do? And that is lovely.
Shakar, I got you. Shakar, you're fishing for it.
I wasn't going to say the name because she was going to say the name, and then it was going to be like a thing. It's not my job to promote Bronze shit. That's why I'm talking to Bronze right now. Kairos. Not even going to say your name because you don't deserve to have a name said. You don't even deserve to have a name said.
Oh.
Bronze.
Wow. Well, yes, I have been really enjoying DMing this mini series. It's fabulous. Most of the stuff I'm working on right now is NDA, but I have some cool projects I've been working on behind the scenes, which is probably why I haven't been able to stream as much as I want to. This week I'm playing a modded version of Stalker, and I'm giving Dead Island the first try I've ever given it. I've played Dying Light, but not Dead Island, so that'll be fun. And what else am I doing? I think that's mostly it. I'm actually coming up with a couple of new one-shot series on YouTube soon. By soon, I mean like within the next 90-ish days, because that for me is very soon. One is a series of one-shots with very cool people from the industry, and the second is a thing where I talk about, it's called the Bronze Dragon Inn, and it's just where I talk about D&D related and tabletop RPG related stuff, because I get tired of repeating myself, and it would be nice to just have videos to go to for things like, you know, my players don't listen to me, what should I do, that type of thing. So,
Nice.
that's
Cool.
me, that bronze girl everywhere.
All right. Greg, what are you up to this week?
I think that's you, Britt.
I already
If you're-
went, Jesse. You need to go to someone else.
Frank? All right, yeah. Frank, what are you up to this week?
What is
Eric,
going
how
on?
dare you? How dare you not even get? How dare you just look ahead like I'll wait my turn? How dare you?
Frank's
You
gotta
didn't
go.
address him.
I
You called him
was.
Frank.
And
he doesn't
Greg.
take kindly to people calling him Frank specifically.
Do I look
No.
like a Greg to you?
I mean,
A Frank?
no. Gilgamesh, it's your turn. You look like a Gilgamesh for sure.
All right.
You have,
I'll
like- you
I'll
look
take
like-
Gilgamesh. I'll take Enkidu. I'm
Not
fine with
Frank,
that.
maybe
To that.
Frunk. You look like a
Frunk?
Frunk.
Frunk.
I feel like a
Oh
Frank.
yeah, that's true though. I am a Frunk.
Maybe a
you
Grant.
got me there.
Frunk, like you're funny, but like there's a seriously heavy, like a serious person under that. But like funny. Like,
I contain
Frunk.
multitudes.
Ask Frunk.
Frunk is a complex,
Ask
fully fleshed
Frunk.
out person with
No one has
dreams
ever in
and
the-
goals. Okay.
No one in the history. I think you might be the first person in the history of the world to say, "Ask Frunk."
Ask
no one has
Frunk.
said that. No one has
Frunk.
said that
Me.
before. Ask
Yeah.
Frunk. He knows. Anyway, Eric,
well,
what are you up to?
all right. Yeah. So I'm moving to Ireland in August. If you haven't heard already,
Yay!
late August. So I'm doing that, which is why you see half my paintings are missing and like half of my books and stuff are all a giant mess over here. I'm cleaning out everything to move. Other than
Are
that,
you
you
gonna
know,
develop an Irish accent?
no.
A bridge.
Although I kind of want to, I don't know. I feel weird about it.
You
I don't know.
kind
Don't
of
you
want
just by
to.
living
Figure it out.
there?
Yeah, I feel like I'll have like I just end up picking up some stuff.
Yeah.
Like
As long as you aren't
I
like,
don't-
"Oh, Saints preserve us, it's me, Eric."
no, I'm pretty sure
I
they don't do
have
that
an
there.
accent now.
Isn't that
Ooh, hello.
Scotland? You sound Scottish.
You're right. Hold on. I can fix this. Oh,
Michelle,
I would like to.
Let
You're
me fix
trying
this.
to go-
I'll just
you're
go and
trying to go
occupier
for a
and shout
limerick
Irish
accent.
stuff.
like I know you're trying to go for a limerick accent, but that's
Yeah.
not gonna.
I would like to formally apologize
no.
on behalf of this production to Ireland. Y'all have been through way too much to deal with this chicanery, and we are very proud to send you one of our best as an ambassador to show good faith.
I'm not going to Ireland.
I said one of our best.
Not our
We're
worst.
sending Frunk, Jesse. You're not invited.
Yeah. Frank.
Joy
Frank,
on
yeah.
Frunk,
Frank
Ireland.
the
You're
third.
welcome.
Yeah.
Frunk. That's how
Yeah.
they'll say your name when you get there.
I gotta say Frunk.
You gotta go Kistel Barney Stone,
It's still
Eric.
Scottish for some reason. That's fine.
No,
I mean, it's a fine line.
but I am excited to live in a place where there's actual castles. So
Yeah.
be fun.
That's a cool part. That's a very cool part.
yeah. So yeah. So the Republic, not Northern Ireland. Yeah. So I don't know. So I probably won't be available in August for the Sunfall Cycle. At least like the late part after I'm moving, but before that and after, of course. So other than that, that's basically what I'm doing.
That's amazing. That's like, hey, huge life moves. That's fantastic.
Yeah. Thank you.
Boy.
What
I
are you
hate-
doing, Jesse?
Me not moving to Ireland, not really doing anything. You finish, one YouTube video and you're like, I think I'm done with everything for a month. I'm like
Yeah,
overworking.
Very much, yes.
But I have a few new ideas of things I want to work on, and mostly right now I'm just like chilling and going through fun edits and doing the nothing really coming out of my you know what? Hey, actually that's a lie. Tomorrow, I think, is the first episode of, if you like scary games, there's a Scary Game Squad for Silent Hill 2 coming soon. So that's
Nice.
going to be... we're playing the original, so it's not even gonna have like it's not gonna be aged well, but it's also a fantastic game. So if you want to get weird with it, come get weird. But that's it for me. Mostly go check out these 4. You're already here. You've already probably subbed all my crap. So these 4 beautiful people, go talk wonderful to them, and give them, if you want to like hype me up to them a little more and be like, yo, I heard Jesse's really cool. If you want to like do that, like at Britt Wiseman, I hear Jesse's really cool. I feel like that would be like really nice.
Jesse.
Or like at that bronze girl, like, hey, I hear Jesse is single. And then at Eric Vulgaris and be like, hey, I hear Jesse is single. And then at Steven, it's actually Silent
Jesse.
Osiris, and be like, hey, is Aloy single? And then, we'll just like keep it going. Yes,
Jesse.
Eric.
Acts of service is my love language. But I would really appreciate it if you just put the VODs on YouTube.
I actually had this conversation with Steven earlier today, so I'll let you in on the behind the scenes. YouTube, the algorithm, because I had a meeting with YouTube and they were like, hey, so this show is currently like messing with the algorithm. Seriously, they were like, because this show algorithmically is not in line with anything else you're doing, it is like messing up your channel. And so I'm currently I'm like either thinking, that's why there's some VODs still on Twitch.
Make a separate YouTube channel.
That's what I'm thinking of doing, honestly, is just for like streaming stuff, because YouTube even has a thing that's like, was this on Twitch before? All right, don't send this to people. Like, that's just, it's a problem. So it isn't that I like hate you all. I have every episode backed up and saved. And I'm looking at the folder right now. It's all there.
It's hilarious that like producing content can be bad for you.
I was gonna say also, Jesse, if you want help like uploading them or whatever, getting all that going, like
crazy how that works.
Content creation is a fucking hellscape. Like because anytime you try to make something, people are always like no offense to like the audience, because a lot of you don't do this, so you don't understand. But people are always like, well, you should just make what you love. No, you're actively punished for it. Like the optics for it are freaking horrible. So even if you take a week off, even on streaming, to like play a game you like, people view it as dead channel, and those optics spread where it's like, oh, no one ever thinks like, well, she's playing a 10-year-old game outside of her normal time slot. They just think, well, this is the beginning of the end. And people in general don't want to be a part of something that's the beginning of the end. But you could play Among Us and create content you don't even believe in or give a shit about and have 600 views, and it creates a self-perpetuating cycle of success, because when you're on the rise, everybody wants to be a part of it.
Sure.
And it's kind of the same thing with YouTube. Like, even if you really want to make a series discussing Downton Abbey because you really like that show, uploading that to your channel will actively punish you. And it also prevents you from like branching out and doing other kinds of content and feeding like your creative soul. You have to constantly chase numbers, which is why you see people in this industry slowly go crazy. Yeah.
That was such a succinct and correct summary.
And there's only one thing I can add. It's that if you're in it long enough, you watch your friends go insane. There are more people I follow on Twitter that are actually crazy people now, and I don't want to unfollow them because I've been like, well, I was friends with them 5 years ago, and I don't really talk to them anymore, but the stuff they're posting is like cuckoo bananas crazy.
I've seen it happen. It almost feels like Hunger Games, too, because so many of the people I knew years ago that I thought were talented and creative have either quit or are just like at this point where they're like kind of bitter and crazy, you know what I mean? Like, not to throw that word around because I don't want to make it, but like, they're so fed up, and so much of it comes from like you feel held hostage by your own content. Like, oh well, I got big from Minecraft and that's what's paying the bills, but also it's dwindling down, it's not popular anymore, but I can't transition to something else, otherwise I'll lose what I have. So the algorithm is it's a shackle, honestly. It's like a sword hanging above your head.
It's doing exactly what it was designed to do.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, which
makes it even worse.
There's no such thing as doing a fun series because it'll tank your channel.
Well, we'll make a new channel.
Or doing vlogs, or like let's say you're a gamer but you want to do a series on wellness or yoga or mindfulness. You can't. You have to make a new channel for that and build from scratch. It sucks.
Yep. Yeah. So for those of
Well-
you who want the back end of why every person you watch on the internet is looks like one of the presidents after 4 years of serving, that's what happens to us all. We slowly, unless you're a billionaire, unless you're you're a 40 million subscriber person, then you just pay to look young. So whatever, it's fine.
But we should end on a good note. I totally forgot to do this. It came out this week. This art, Matt's art. Can you show the poster?
I was
good.
gonna get
Show
there.
art, show art,
All right.
show art.
Good.
I was gonna get there, and then
Good.
someone
Good.
named me had to bring us down.
Good.
Someone named me. Okay, so
I am shackled to my land.
let me really quickly go over here and try to hide this stuff from you. So we have got some really fun art this time. I'm trying to see if we had, oh my god. So we had last time, and I don't know that we got to show this, but we had, oh my lord, there's so much fun art here. So we had last time this great piece of art, which I think we saw, but I just want to show it off again because it's fantastic. I'll move this over here. So we had this one, which is two characters that were introduced once, we'll never see again, Glowbug and his friend that I
So
can't remember
good.
his name anymore.
And Beast.
Beast. There you go. That's excellent. Then we had this one, which is the hotness. I can't believe this exists. Look at this. That Glowbug Beast.
What?
Badass.
I haven't
That's
seen
so
that one.
good.
Fucking
Oh my
metal.
God.
So
Did
good.
What?
That is so
Yes,
sick.
That
This-
art of Kairos is incredible.
Amazing.
That's Casey Adams?
Aaron Casey.
Aaron
Aaron
Casey.
Casey. I was gonna
Yes.
say, I think it was Aaron. Yeah.
And then another
So
Aaron
cool.
Casey.
Oh
This
my
one is
God.
just not safe for work, but too good not to show.
Oh my God, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Also,
yeah.
Aaron Casey, please forgive me.
Mm,
This art is incredible.
Oh
It's
my
just
God.
unbelievable.
Look at the time. Look at us all tiny.
Then
Step on us.
this one, another one that is coming soon. This one is this is one of our many. For some reason, we all have
Oh yeah. I like this.
That's very neat. That's
Yep.
another.
Our gear.
That's another Casey for the world.
Oh my gosh. Oh, yeah, I
Then-
see that. Oh yeah.
then-
the backpack's so cool.
This is that thing that I don't even know how to show this. I will transition to this. I'll show this off, but we need to blow this up. Open original.
Oh yeah. This is
Yup.
insane.
Yes.
This thing has so much
Unbelievable.
going on in it. It's
There
very,
are
very
so
good.
many
It is.
characters and
Everything's
so
in
many
there.
References. It is
so
just
many small details.
Nice. Marshmallow. Kairos.
It's very
Big
good.
Melissa.
so cool.
Yeah, there's a lot going on here.
Ether.
This is
The
from
whale.
Matt Budimir on Twitter at
Yeah.
MATBUDIMIR.
Matt.
And I asked if Matt would put that somewhere that I could buy a print of it, and he did. He put it on ArtStation. If you want to buy a print of it, you can buy one on ArtStation too.
I am doing that.
So I highly recommend.
Oh my gosh.
Just
It's so good.
incredible. I'm
Oh
gonna
my
absolutely
God.
get it framed and put it behind me.
Personally, I kind of like how one of Leander's eyes is under my arm and
Yeah.
looking up, but I like senpai.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hello. This is so good.
There's so
This
many
space
little
whale.
things.
Oh yeah, Jesse, do you allow links
God.
in your chat?
I don't, but if you send it to me, I can put it. Do you have the thing?
Yeah,
I'll drop
well,
it in. Drop
you got
it
it,
in
Steven?
Discord.
Yeah.
Okay.
I had the link to the tweet, but not the original.
I just saw
Discord
Tim.
purchase link. It's
I
the
didn't see
ArtStation
Tim
one.
on the first.
Gorgeous.
On the first.
Wait.
look
Oh
at
my
that.
God, I didn't even.
Yeah,
I didn't
it's on
see him.
Ankara's shoulder. I didn't see him either.
Oh my
until
gosh, I was
Jackie
looking
pulled
at
it up.
everything else. Oh, there he is. He's so cute.
Is
Yeah,
this
yeah,
Foth?
I missed it.
Fouth made this one as well. Eric, you created 2 characters that don't exist and are already the coolest characters in this entire series. Here's another version.
It's so cute.
Spin-off campaign.
Yeah,
Look at those
They're all
paws.
doing their best thing.
I love it.
And that is that it? I think. Oh no, oh no. So we have first off the Eric notes from this episode,
Yeah.
which are amazing. But more importantly, these new Glurmies.
Cut. Butt prints.
Scumco brand cigarette.
Oh my God.
Anyway, it's silly
my
as hell.
gosh.
All right, so that's it for us. We'll see you all next time. Thanks for tuning in. Bye, everybody. What was that? Some much needed Sarek backstory this episode? I'm starting to think as we wrap up these side quests, more will be revealed than you initially anticipated. Although I don't know what your level of anticipation is. Hopefully it's high, because I got them backstories.